quite fascinating there, as the Aurora has actually a good win rate in terms of playing in the pro scene, but you cannot really see it because again it is too squishy and you can actually kill it quickly. Meanwhile, Butters, I got an update from our boss, Anthony Saw. The
Yes.
blue side is Team Peso. Meanwhile, the red side is Team Mahina Po Gaming, which
Okay.
means we are weak.
We are
But
weak.
actually, they're not.
They're not, because they made it out of the playoffs. They made it not really playoffs, but the single eliminations. Mahina
Yeah,
po, they go for the invade actually, and
Yeah.
well, Tudors had the same thing in mind. They just go for the red, and now this is the fight onto the middle lane, Manjin.
By the way, I'm not seeing my screen, man. Go ahead and
Okay, so
and
there's
cast
going to be
it.
a kill on carry. Josh here going with the bouncing ball. Ivory can't really do anything about it, and that is going to be one kill going to the side of Tudors.
Yeah, that was slick coming in from the blue side, ladies and gentlemen. Team Uzumaki, Team Peso here, really funneling Icy. Their Kimi now with the orange and the blue buff. This is going to be dangerous actually, especially if you have this run and gun type of lineup for the red side, which is actually, if you don't catch one, the Kimi can actually burst you down while chasing her. Just like this, look at that. The rocket will finish off the Kaja. Josh is here coming in with a bouncing ball, but the squid came out. It's time for the Octopus Manias. Ben Things. It started with an alien device, and Ben Things just boxing out heroes from the red side, and it gave Icy the triple kill that he needed.
Unidentified flying object, that's what happened there, and he just went in, stunned everyone in his path, and look at this production value, my goodness, only at
Yes.
RGL. Uzumaki here getting caught out, and a lot of time was wasted there, although
Yeah.
that was a good pick off for the side of MP.
By the way, Butters, even though they had a pick up, I think the main problem here is going to be Icy with 4 kills. But meanwhile, as I say this, the top lane is also gone. Actually, the bottom lane is now gone. But Team Peso will actually kill another hero. And the Icy again stealing a serpent. So wow, Team Peso really, they are really taking care of their carry, which is Icy. And this is dangerous, man. You know me, I play this Kimi.
Okay.
I think, the Kimi damage right now, especially when you build AP on her, ability power on her, the damage will not expire. We're always saying that the Kimi damage expires, but I think it expires because if she builds attack damage, but if you build her with the glowing wand and the genius wand and the holy crystal, the damage is still there up until the late game.
It's all about the scaling. I agree with Manjin there. There are things to consider if you're gonna build your items for certain heroes. Now, this is a very good move coming out from them. He has the mystery shop on his talent, so that only means that whatever power spike that Kimi can get, he will get it earlier. And that's one of the things that MP needs to look out for. They do have the carry, but right now they're not really taking care of the carry way as much. And look at this, Way of the Dragon. Ben thinks will get caught out. He will not go down. Kufra will be the next target. Aurora will be a casualty of war there. Uzumaki and Austin, they just stay on the sidelines and they will stop there.
It is a 1-4-1, but it doesn't stop the scaling of Icy, especially with the scaly damage, having the mystery shop as her emblem. Anytime soon, we could probably see that glowing wand proc. Plus, mind you, Butters, Icy actually got his Raptors machete quite early, around 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So I think for Team Mahina po, they really need to kill this Kimi right here, right now.
He still has the Purify on his hands though. Ben thinks just trying to zone them out, and no violet buffs here, purple buffs rather, for the side of MP. Two doors here, they're just controlling everything.
Oh
Josh
my.
will probably be the next target. Will he survive? Yes, he will. On the backlines though, there is a Uranus. He will get that kill. Uzumaki just goes in and out like a thief in the night, Manjin. It's nighttime here in the Philippines, so we know that thieves are rampant at this. Well, we do have our curfew, so I don't really think that there are thieves in the night. But I mean, you get my point.
Yeah, it doesn't affect Uzumaki. It doesn't affect Uzumaki, the one true ninja here. Look at this, Kimi now with the BOD. He's going for the hybrid build here, but still it doesn't stop the damage. Ben thinks and Austin at the times pushing the tower, and all of the pressure is now on the side of Team Mahina po. Man, how can you stop this? They cannot get Icy no matter what they do. They have an Esmeralda lineup, they have a Cho, but it's hard for Team Mahina po to go in, right?
God.
Because of the stun from the Aurora. There you go. That is the way of the dragon. Kick to Uzumaki. That is a shutdown, but still the tower goes down. 11-3. Team Peso owning this game for the first 6 minutes, Butters.
Okay, so this is the not really the turning point of on the game, but this is the part where Two Doors will push the tier 3 turrets, and right now they don't have any more control onto the jungle. Team MP, they need to make this Kufra work. If you get the Kufra, that only means that you want to go for the team fight. If you're having a hard time dealing with the other team, that means you're not making the pick work. Josh here was forced to use the flicker. No more miracle setups with the flicker right there.
Yeah, I think, Butters, if you are Josh here, well, you're not. We just called you Baby Josh. Well,
yes,
by the way,
Baby Josh.
if you're playing as the Cupra here, as the Josh, as Josh, there's gonna be a lot of pressure for you, especially with the Aurora, adobong sinigang. That is very unusual, right?
Adobong sinigang. You don't adobo na sinigang.
You don't adobo the sinigang, but I think you can sinigang the adobo. I don't know. Right? You cook it adobo first, and then you try to mix it with soup. I don't know, man. But never mind that.
I don't really judge you if you have a weird taste bud. So it's fine.
By the way,
fine, man.
Yeah, never mind that. What I'm trying to say is that you cannot really initiate with the threat of Ben Thinks, the Atlas, and adobong sinigang. There you go! Ben with format, Pentakill, CC, 15-3. Ben Thinks, ladies and gentlemen, going humongous here in the mid lane. What was that instant highlight reel coming in from Ben Thinks?
What things? Ben Thinks. What things? It's only Ben Thinks.
It's only Ben Thinks, man.
It's only Ben Thinks.
It's only Ben Thinks.
It's not Ben Thinks, it's 20, but right now Ben Thinks.
Yes.
Just Ben Thinks.
Man, it started when an alien device did what it did, and then Ben Thinks happened. Right? 16-3, and it is a stomp, man. Team Peso proving that Team Mahina po is indeed Mahina for them. Mahina means weak, guys. And there you go, game number 1. That was quick. What can you say, man?
Physical attacks onto the Carmilla, just take them down. And you wouldn't really want that, because what you want the Bruno to do is go for the duels on the other cores, not the supports.
Yeah. Well, that is a good point. But I also like to acknowledge the Popol and Koopa from Ivory. I think units, actually, heroes with units, it's a good answer to the Kimi too. If I'm not mistaken, this Popol and Koopa is an immediate second pick for Team Peso after they've seen the Kimi pick. So I think this is good. Look at this. The doggy, or should we say the Chicho dog, can block all of the bullets coming in from IC. So it's a good pick for me.
Okay, so that's a good way to put it. But you really have to look at the amount of pressure or the amount of farm that IC can get. Because the thing is, if IC gets 2 to 3 levels ahead of this Popol, that dog is gonna go down fast. Josh here will be the first casualty of the game. Manjin, what is happening here on the side of MP?
Yeah, man, I'm not really sure if they got the orange buff, but a kill is a kill even though the Grok got it. So now, this is a quick level 4 from the Kimmy. 1 minute and 27 seconds. IC now on a roll. They can actually tower dive this Esmeralda if they want to because they have the rocket. So let's see here. There you go. That is a stretch from Adobong Sinigang. And the camera went out trying to get rid of the view because it was a total massacre in the bottom side. IC is now at level 5. So there you have it, Butters. Early dominance from Team Peso.
And another set of violence here happening onto the jungle, and we won't be censoring that. And look at this, Adobong Sinigang almost catching out that Flicker Tyrant's Revenge combination. It got the dog, but not the owner. So it was a good try, but it was a bit late.
Bring him to the pound.
Bring him to the pound.
I see. Austin here. Getting hit by the Bruno, but there you go. There is the Crimson Flower stun from Bad Things. Another initiation from this guy. Austin just throwing Lay out of the way. Move out of the way, Lay. And Icy still pressuring the lanes and now going for the secondary objectives. Butters, man, again, I think it's looking like another Kimmy game. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, he's getting what he wants. Not the 4 kills as game number 1, not as good as that. But you have to remain in a way that their mindset has to stay in a way that they can still come back from this. MP, they still have that Bruno. The Bruno doesn't have any deaths as compared to game number 1 where the carry got 2 deaths into the early game. He's still getting the farm that he needs. But the thing is, Uzumaki, if the enemy offlaner is going here and 4 of you can't really take him down fast, this is a problem. Adobong Sinigang just going in. Let's see. Josh will be the target here. No more purple buffs, no more orange buffs. Or the side here, no easy buffs, Manjin.
Yeah, man, they're just confusing. Team Mahina po right now on who to target, but there you go, that is the falling Star Moon, but the IC is still alive. Oh no, killing spree from the Kimmy. Uzumaki tanking all of the damage alongside with Ben Things. Meanwhile in the top lane, look at Austin just pushing it out. The hardest working man from Team Peso. Yeah.
The dog has damage. The dog has damage. But right now, Ben Things will turn this around.
Yeah.
And that Cyclone Eye costed a lot of teams tournaments, but it will save the Carmilla at that time. So, looking at the fight there, 0-7. I mean, okay, Bruno Funnel is good. Bruno Funnel is basic. You know this, Manjin. You're a marksman player. Bruno Funnel is basic, and you have early game presence if you funnel him properly. But the red team, Peso, they're not really giving that space.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a huge problem as the Bruno is level 5. And what a Tyrant's Rage on to 3 heroes. Make that 2 heroes. I counted the dog as a hero, but yeah, doesn't matter. A kill is a kill. 5 seconds to the death time of Ivory, and Josh running for his life, hugging the wall. Can't really go nowhere, Mr. Josh. Icy and company. Butters. It's still 5 minutes. It's just 5 minutes in the game, but I think we are almost at the end game. I think this is almost over because of the damage output coming in from Team Peso.
Will this be our first 2-0, Manjin? That is the question. MP still has an answer, and look at this initiation. Wow, triple kill. Make that a maniac. Will this be a savage? That is the question. Energy transformation will connect. Not enough damage. Onto the top lane, there is a push that's going to happen. Kimi will probably push the middle lane, and you see the cries of help on the chat here for the side of Lei and his team.
Yeah. That is the battle cry. The cry, right? But man, I think they did not respect Icy's Kimi here. Icy, he really knows how to position himself with this hero and how to deal with the dog. And there you have it, another initiation from Adobon Sinigang, but now they're hammering the tower. The tower is now at the slither of health. So there you have it, Ivory falling low as well with energy transformation. There you have it, the announcer said it. Icy is now at legendary and FaZe here. In the bottom side, the tower will now fall. Man, Butter 16-0. I think we can finally say that Team Peso is going to win this.
Peso Gaming, they are a Filipino team as well. But right now, they're just destroying their fellow Filipinos in this best of 3. Josh here will be the next target. He will go down, double kill. Paolo energy transformation with a sliver of HP. The fountain saved him, but will the fountain save the base as well? I don't think that's possible. Ice and the others, they're really trying to end this right now. Minion waves are coming in. And Kimi, look at this. He's trying to be sure with this win. He was trying to get the violet buff just to get the extra energy that he needed, and they will probably just go back. Ivor here will be the next target of the Kimi. Kimi flickering in. Wow. Very aggressive move there. It doesn't get punished, and that is going to be the 2-0 for the side of Tudors.
Game number 2, ladies and gentlemen, will go to a lot of jungle creeps. You can proc your first kill time and time again. Maximum uptime for the Claude. Plus, he has the Veteran Hunter emblem. Butters, what is this? Veteran Hunter with the Retribution. We've seen this in MPL, but is that still effective? That is the question.
Well, it is going to be effective if they execute it well. That is one of the things that, because being strong in a meta doesn't really mean that you are 100% sure or 80% sure to get what you want. It's there, it's getting abused for some reason, but if you cannot run it properly, there is still going to be problems on your side. And we are seeing a bit of a funnel here for the side of Real Boss. Now, Real Boss, they really like the idea of double tanks.
Wow, yeah. Make that triple tanks, because the Minsitar can act as a tank as well, right? So I think it is a good setup for them to deal with the BMI. Like what you've said, after the King's Calling, if you enter that vicinity, you will get silenced. So let's see. As Team Real Boss will try to initiate here at the Little Wanderer, Hang Tua still coming in as well.
Oh,
but there you have it. That is it. The hook, the spear, and the first blood. There you go. Instant initiation for Team Real Boss.
Honest here, not really thinking about his position. He doesn't have his Purify. He has the Veteran Hunter talent on his side. So that means RLB is going to 100% abuse that. But right now, there is another contestant to the bottom lane. RLB, they're really getting what they want, but they're putting a lot of heroes on the play if they want to secure something or an objective.
Yeah, Gymnast here. I think what you said, made sense, Butters. You don't have a Purify, you don't have an Aegis or a Flicker to save yourself. So you really need to save your BMI as much as possible. But nice 3-man wild charge from Togo.
And that's how you do it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be risky, and I think it will just depend on how will they play the early game, right? Also, if you have a lot of damage, you don't mind the Blazing Duet. But if you're too squishy and you don't have damage, you go for your protective items. So there you have it, guys. They're now back into the game. Virus is at the bottom side dealing with the Mincetar, and we are now at the second round of objectives. The teams are now getting it, funneling all their heroes. Gymless going for extra coins with a veteran hunter. So yeah, things are looking fine for both of the teams, Butters.
Togo here, just going in, trying to steal that, but he has the wild charge to get away. Now, Mien getting caught out, and look at that ultimate. It won't really hit anyone, but Togo doesn't have the wild charge. He does have his sprint. And let's see, will a fight happen here? Look at how reactive RLB is to the movement of NXP. That is really good for them, because the thing about it is the side of Aether Chicks, they have the Kaja, but they're not getting the pickups that they want.
Yeah, but I think Butters, Togo is actually baiting out certain skills here for Team Real Boss. The Fist Crack, the Glorious Pathway, right? Those are heavy skills that Team Real Boss needs to reserve in order for them to get the Claude or probably get someone out of Team Next Play. There you go, there you have it! Oh, just to one, just 1 to 3, but you do it as well. We're back, but aside, Fist Crack, no damage whatsoever. Running for his life. 2-man kills for Team
Real Boss, for Team Aether Chicks.
And easily converted it with a turtle buff. So now Aether Chicks with a beautiful initiation, beautiful ML, Mr. Butters, Togo, and Mr. MM. Little brother MM making the play.
Now, Manjin, just seeing how they play that, they were waiting for the proper time. MM there being very patient. He just went in, got the divine judgment that he wanted. Even Purify cannot save you from that. I don't really think that they should have reacted to it in a way for the side of Real Boss once they got what do you call this, carry. They should have let them be, but they really wanted to fight. Claude got 2 kills. Now his farm gets accelerated once again, and you have to be very careful next if you are Fezran, because now you have the Purify, but it doesn't really save you from just saving yourself from the divine judgment. And that is the Tams going down to the bottom lane.
Yeah.
Look at how Real Boss is moving, Manjin.
They're moving as one.
They're moving as one. They're moving as a unit.
They're moving as Malaysia because they're the only ones left. Glorious Pathway and the King's Calling dodged by Togo. Togo just going out of that fray.
Gymnast, brother Jim, Uncle Badang, Brother Jim, Uncle Badang.
Brother Jim, going for the first kill. Those are the baby bouncing ball from Yen. But Gymnast, Brother Jim, free hitting him from the back. Killing spree, plus the ultimate from Daryl. Just to add a little bit of swag.
Nice
Togo getting out, man. Butters. Togo and the bottom side. Baiting out the Glorious Pathway and the King's Calling. That's the reason why Gymnast survived the gank in the mid lane. No more skills for Team Real Boss. And wow, Togo just being sneaky.
That was a very nice juggle coming out here from the side of Aether Chicks. If you saw how Daryl and Gymnast just blocked the path of the Mincetar, There was a bit of a coordination there on how they will save each other. But right now, Manjin, some fight is happening onto the jungle lane.
Yes. Wow, what a combo there with the fist crack and the glorious pathway. Still, Team Malaysia, their moving is one, but Togo is here as well. Is he gonna steal the orange bomb? Yes, he did! Mr. Steal Your Bomb! Togo going out once again with a bang! What is this, Mr. Butters? This Grok is just making all of the plays for the side of Aether Chicks. Gymnast,
Brother.
trying to go for the last hit here.
Oh, brother
Nothing
Gymnast.
happened.
Brother Jim.
Yeah, 4 is to 4, but Mr. Togo, man, I think he's really carrying this team right now.
Oh, and there is a fight happening to the bottom lane, and Virus here. Jep trying to get away. Jep, will he get away? No, he won't. Togo here with another escape. Wow. Do you see how much pressure Togo is putting? And the fact that he's annoying the other team to the point that they're really trying to get a kill on him, but they can't.
Look at this, Butters. He has the sprint. That's why it's easy for him to get away.
That is true.
You just stick to the walls and pop your ultimate, pop your first skill. So that means you cannot get stunned.
Lord, resurrect.
And then you have the sprint. So that's just free way for you to get out and still be alive, right? And you can get all of the buffs. Just like this, he has the purple buff and the orange buff right now.
Oh, Togo almost getting, pulled back there, but he had the proper timing in terms of the power of nature. And right now, with all that jazz happening in the bottom lane, NXP, Aether Chicks, they won't care. They don't care. They're just gonna get the objective, and they're gonna get the Lord, and that's the important part of the map right now.
Yes, that is what you call space created. Space created by Togo himself. Butters, Togo is going solo. Look at this, at the mini-map. Is this another steal? Is this another steal? Oh my glove, Silicious!
He got it!
Oh, Togo-licious! Wombo-licious! What do you call it?
Togo-licious Papa Ball.
Togo-licious Papa Ball. He is Mr. Togo-licious Papa Ball right now. Yes.
You have to look at the possibilities here for Togo. He's very papable in his Togo-licious. But do you know, Manjin, that Togo is actually a delivery option because he's to go. But right now, Togo will go down. Togo here has the Guardian. Immortality.
Oh my glove. Oh my G. I'm not even sure if papable is a word in the English dictionary, but it is a modern word here in the Philippines. There you go. That is a 3-on-1 situation from Virus, but Gymnast will take the last hit with the Blazing Duet, and they will now destroy the mid lane tower, plus another kill onto the Badang. 4-man kills. 4-man kill here, coming in for the side of Team Next Play Chicks. Aether Chicks with the help of Togo taking down Team Real Boss.
Here she wants the concentrated energy. So there are a lot of things to consider. If you're on the side right now of Real Boss, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna take a bit of time before they go for the fights.
Yeah, because they also have a Granger too, so, and you cannot really feel the damage of the Granger at the early stages for the side of Team Next Play Chick. So we shall see. Aether Chicks. They don't have late game damage though. That is my question. Because the Selena, I've seen this last night with the Impure Rage. This is their funnel strategy. MM. So is this gonna work? That is my question.
I mean, if you're gonna run a Hanzo, then you're not expecting to go to the late game anyway. So It is early game centric, early to mid game centric strategy.
Yeah. For team next play Chicks, right? From Aether Chicks. So we shall see because they have a lot of pick off too. Arrow getting the Grok and nothing will happen. We're just gonna try out and bait out some kills. Virus now on a little bit of trouble. That is the stun from
Look at
Mr.
how
Kulot.
they're rotating, and that is going to be a hit for MM trying to go in for the kill. They will get the kill on Hylos. Togo, on the other hand, does the perfect job of controlling the enemy team. Gymnast trying to see if there are stragglers, trying to get a pick off here. He goes for Granger. Granger will push him back.
The Granger danger.
The Granger danger indeed.
Is that we are now seeing it, but are we gonna experience it in the late game? That is the question here. Togo baiting out skills again. There you have it. That is the ninjutsu from Brother Jim. Brother Jim.
They didn't want.
Yeah,
If you saw what they did into the middle lane, real boss here, they didn't really want to commit. So that when the ninja came in, Togo charging up, trying to get everyone here. And look at that setup coming out from Togo. They did not go back. Hanzo and the others, they're just gonna find ways to take down the enemy one by one. Granger still alive, but still at level 3.
It's like Katy Perry's Dark Horse song. There's no going back, says next play Aether Chicks. Another abyssal trap! And 2 dashes from the Garrote from MM. Well killed that Granger. And Butters, there you have it. 3 minutes in before that fight in the bottom side. We did see the Tams dealing with the Guinevere in the top lane. There you go. And we talked about it earlier. You can easily dodge the space jump from Guinevere.
Okay.
And after that, there's no more crowd control and there's no more Violet Queen.
So, a Gymnast is just trying to take down this Granger. He's getting there. If you're noticing the damage output that comes from him, MM scared them a bit there, just rattle them, just make them think that they're gonna go for the commit. But yes. Virus here will be the next target. Fraga armor is down. Hangtua here just going to the front, and Togo catches someone out, and that is going to be the drop going down. Hangtua here will be the next target. Flicker into the Tyrant's Revenge, and that is going to be the board-to-board setup here for the side of Togo. 0602. Togolicious Papa Ball.
Father Togo.
Yes. Togo.
Again, showing up here in the bottom in this game, just dominating the Malaysian squad. I'm not being biased here, Butters, but I think right now, 4 minutes into this game, it is now clear who has the upper hand, and I think we can finally say that Team Aether Chicks, they're proving who is the real boss. Right? Look at this. They're not even pushing the tower, man.
Is this going to be a kill? Wow, that's going to be a kill.
They're not even pushing the tower, Butters. They're
toying with their food.
Skills.
They're toying with their food, Manjin. And yes. MM gets another hit. He's not gonna commit. I'm pretty sure that's 3 heroes still alive or on that side that is able to help. Oh, and look at that Valir. Hylos. They didn't leave Togo almost going down, but he will get away. NXP Virus onto the other side of the map, and while that's happening, look at Thams right now. Daryl just going for that turtle, and he's going for the 1v1.
Soldering the turtle, and I think Butters. Look at this. Even Valir commending this team. Your team level evos, right?
Oh, connection.
Oh no.
And that is going to be a kill on the Granger. And he was elusive for quite some time there, but now he is just gonna go down. But godlike here for Togo, and the full-blown fight is happening right now. That is going to be a wipe going to the side of Ader Chicks, and they might end this here. Gymnast, not even required to raise a finger.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna take this game away, I think.
Yes, they will. They will. And I can finally say it, man. It is a total stomp. It is easy peasy lemon squeezy for Team Aether Chicks. Team Real Boss trying to survive this. But they won't. It's like 2020 for Team Real Boss. It's a disaster. Team Next Play Aether Chicks defeating
So they don't. Selena players really doesn't watch for the cooldown of the arrow. Rather, what they want is just transform and have their cooldowns be on reset. Yeah, here after.
yeah. Coming in, that came from Shinbu, guys. So Selena heroes don't usually see the cooldown of the arrow. Doesn't care in the world. Just arrow every day, right? Yeah. So here we go. Jeps is now going for the cut.
It's not really about how can I say this? It's not really about the cooldown of the arrow or cooldowns overall for Selena. It is always about the cycling from your ultimate to your first skill, then on that arrow as well, including that arrow as well.
All right. Let's see if we're gonna witness that later. But right now, both of the teams going for the same strategy. It is a 1-3-1 once again.
Yeah,
doesn't matter what your heroes are. 1-3-1 is the way to go. Three heroes in the mid lane fighting it out. There you go, Shin.
Yeah, might be no casualty. No, it's gonna be Archimar saying his goodbye. And Daddy here, Kael, will be forced to flicker out. The double flicker in. Don't even Kufra along with the Angela. Judge here, hitting a few minions there, but he was able to join the party, getting the last hit still against that Maksha. 2-4-none in favor of the blue side.
The love waves are just enough for Team Sadistic Gods to sustain that fight. Plus the slows from the spinning light wheel. So yeah, it's a good start for Team Sadistic Gods. With that, they had an early advantage of 1,300 gold in their pockets, and now converting it probably to this bottom tower push. Both of the teams having the same plans. There you go, boom. Mirroring style.
Cleanly done there, coming in from the Selena. This is the tempo that you have been mentioning, Manjin. That again, Selena has the tempo, doesn't require that much items really to be an impact for the game. A very long duration crowd control on the stun in the form is to have the Esmeralda take the fights early on and capitalize further the lead that is established here by the Selena along with the carry.
Yeah, let's see. We shall see about that, Shinbu. If that's gonna happen, Dreamman.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that was done.
From the stun, Dash is stashing away. He doesn't have it, but it's okay. There you go. That is the first counter kill of the game. Baksha immediately here.
And that is totally unstoppable. That carry, actually, there is no need, no heavy call for the Angela to cast her ultimate towards the carry, but it gives good confidence for the carry to take a little bit of a step into the front line against Galaxy's main here. I feel that the carry has been snowballed out of hand here, even at the 101 KDA on the gold that he's getting. It looks really good for the side of DSG.
Yeah, it's looking good for Team GLX as well with that outplay in the top lane. That was actually a beautiful initiation from Dash, the Kufra, with the 3-man knock up, but the Purify, the main target was the Bruno, and they actually saved the Bruno because of that. There you go, Shinbu. I think there's going to be another fight here.
Well, they're torching back. Still no casualty for our running game. A bit of convergence happening here for our mid lane side. I think even though TSG has a good control of this game, the lead is not that much anymore. I think Galactus has done a pretty good job in actually offsetting the early leads, the 2-0 done in by TSG. But look at that, Daddy Cal L here without any fight after the combo coming in from the show. He got delivered into the range of Jads and Jams. The Farsa casting his ultimate, not gonna be enough to actually stop this TSG squad on their tracks.
Wow. Like what you said, Shinbu, is this a comeback game from the early stages of the game that is actually hard to do on alley-ooping your enemy to your allies, especially if you're a Cho player. Well, I'm guessing if you're a Cho player, you can easily do that, but for me, I can't. But meanwhile, there's going to be a fight here in the bottom side. 1-2 in favor of the red team. There you have it. The rage, the initiation, dash will flicker out with a bouncing ball, and Jazz is also here popping her ultimate to get the X-Borg.
That is very heavy, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here as Kyle L will try to re-engage. Dash bouncing up. Interesting. Instead of dashing. Well, still, things are looking pretty even on that fight. Not much has been snowballed as well after the ongoings of that match. Still, I do believe that both of the two funnel here, Marksman, is really getting beef up for that late game fight. 2-0-2 on both KDAs.
Yeah, but the carry is leading with the levels, but still, it's an even ball game. Shinbu. For this game, 14k. Both of the teams really getting all of the support kills, saving their main core hero, protecting him no matter what happens. And and I guess the next team fight will happen in the next turtle, and whoever initiates first and will get the burst. It rhymes. Can actually win the team fight, because again, both of these guys, they know their capabilities. They know when to go in, they know when to go out. I think Shinbu, this is the hottest game so far.
Indeed. So actually on our previous games we had some one-sided match here, but look at that, 6 minutes into the game, everything is inconclusive, but another nice cleanse, nice purification rather from that Farsa. Ladies and gentlemen, had it been that ultimate connect, it would have been over, as members of Team TSG can snowball that kill to a lead, to a turtle, and even to a push. Titanium here gonna be joining the party to take this turtle. It will still be secured by Judge here. Move the camera up, that's gonna be the crit, 536 now onto Dash, still protecting that carry. No Angela to actually cast onto him. It will be onto Dash. Jabs pulling out, and I think that's it. We're able to show away the members of Galactus.
Wow. Team Sadistic Gods actually timing in the Purify. They actually know that the Purify is on cooldown. After that two-man knock-off from Kufra, they saw the Purify, and then Esmeralda just went in for the stun, went in for the initiation, and went for the crowd control. Jazz finishing them off, and I think that is the advantage that you get with a crowd control lineup like this. 20k to 17,000, 6-4. Still, the red team, they have the opportunity to get back, but it's now Team Blue who is gonna set up the tempo, Shinbu.
It does look like though that our expectations on the Baksha is reflected as well for this game. He's the one struggling the most, coming in from the side here of the Galactus squad. Although Azuri has been dropped as well, it does feel like their front line overall has been thinned out here by the side of TSG. Especially when the hit that can come in from the carry. Even enemy is not really that behind, and I would like to commend Dash on the hustle that he's bringing against the members of Galactus.
Yeah, definitely. Dash is bouncing out, bouncing in, but his name is Dash. So that's interesting. 7-4. 8 minutes, man. This is the third Serpent take. Dash once again going in and flickering. Oh my. Trying to steal it, but I think with those type of plays, that's actually very risky. But still, you will commend the effort for him trying to steal and bait out skills.
You have to be very careful though. You need, there is a lot of possibility that Jelix can still continue, can still turn things around. Actually, even though the 4K gold is on the hands here of TSG, they will be trading something. Actually, I was thinking it would be of the X-Borg against the turtle, but it will be a turtle for none, and that is on Galactus side win.
Wow. Galactus just confident enough to go inside the tower. You will actually get this because they have the global presence of Jams as the Angela. That's why Dash is just unfazed in going in with the Tyrant's range and bouncing ball.
Yeah,
Tyrant's revenge.
They need to be very careful here. We're gonna Radical L once more, getting guided back by enemy squad here along with that carry. But of course, they cannot fully commit to that dive, especially with the feathered airstrike on here on the Sparsa.
Lots of pressure here being committed by Team Galactus. Sadistic Gods. This Bruno right now on a sticky situation. Right now, his farm is now paused at the moment because of the aggression coming in from Dash and company. And look at this, Shinbu. We talked about it earlier about the Baksha.
Yeah, that's going to be the Baksha. The struggle continues for the main tank here on the side of Galaxy's main. They are grouping up top. They have no Baksha here. There's enough firepower for the side of TSG. I think the Predator airstrike is also on cooldown, and they're getting pressured in by the Cho on that bottom lane.
Oh my. But still, the comeback potential is still good here for the red side. But with the Cho, the Esmeralda, and the Kupra, 3 heroes that can go in after the Purify. Probably one can just bait out the Purify from the Bruno, and then one can go ahead and attack him out. So the Parsa and the Bruno, Zenki and Titanium, they need to position themselves good. They need to position themselves like this. Okay,
so the front line. Yeah, it's bouncing out. Of course, further airstrike here. It's casted, but I think that is the signal. Drop coming in from enemy. He gets shredded through. Coming in from Titanium. He's able to burst that Esmeralda. Titanium still takes the free hit. Jans here in critical health. They have to fall back. Still Jams into the front line. Jans and Jams now into the front line. It's also Titanium, but it doesn't matter. You know the headline here. It would be of the Cho. Split pushing up top.
Mr. Jeps, the hardest working man for the side of Team Sadistic Gods. Shinbu, that was a 4-on-5 fight. So if you are Team Galactic Gods, you need to be worrisome because after the Purify from Titanium, he is at a dangerous spot. Luckily for him, the Esmeralda ultimate did not hit him. So, man, that was just a sticky situation for them. So, they have the comeback potential, but they really need to find ways in order for them to fight good. Because one wrong team fight, this is a funneled carry, so the game can end with a snap.
Indeed. But of course, you also have a funneled Bruno here. Yes. Still, TSG still needs to calculate the way they try to engage Galactus here. I do feel though that their safety net would be of the Cho. Cho has been split pushing, and TSG's gamble is mainly on the side that they try to do 4v5 engages.
Definitely. Oh my, is this a pre-lord? There you go, the Angela falling down, last insanity, but the carry will take the lord! 3-man silent range!
Oh no! The Bruno is also down! That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Jad's gonna be falling. Jad will be securing more and more kills. Members here of Galactus main has to fall back. That's gonna be the Baksha. He won't be any ray of hope for the side here and for the members of Team Galactus. I think that's it. That's it, bro. Well, not yet the game, but that would be a massive lead.
Yes, you said it, bro. Jeps, the Cho is the deal breaker for the side of Team Sadistic Gods. What an entry in that clash, and now pushing the top lane so quick. 3-2-3 for his score, and 4-man kill.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is expected. Now, TSG is just being careful on this one. You can actually see the Cho playing around. He gets the crowd control, gets the knock-up, gets the kick, but it doesn't matter. He was able to lure some of the members onto the bottom lane side. Of course, that leaves some freedom to actually focus onto that base. But I think that's it. Members here of TSG would have to fall back.
Yeah. Mega Minions is quite a big troublesome for teams GLX. And I don't know, man. Actually, I think could have been the end if just the Cho waited. He's a little bit greedy there in the bottom side, playing with his food. But yeah, this is like what you've said. That is a massive lead, and Team GLX it is now going to be hard for them to come back, especially with the Mega Minions. Who is going to enter and who is going to initiate? That is the question. They failed with the execution, with the arrow and the backsha rotation. Because looking at the lineup of Team GLX, they're fast at rotating. You have arrows, you have a bird, a flying peacock, and you have a top, a fidget spinner who is rolling around. So you can easily take kills. But with the global presence of the Angela, only with the global presence of the Angela, Team Sadistic Gods, they answered with their own tempo. So it leaves us with this 13-9.
Yeah, well, they're clearing
Yeah,
the lanes. They still have the Farsa to go for the clears on this one. So that's why there is a lot of freedom for the side of Galaxus main to still defend the base. But the problem is the Kufra. The Kufra can open up anything. The choke can pressure one of the side lanes, and still it makes their whole squad vulnerable. Even if they are in a compressed formation here on their own base.
If I'm not mistaken, the Kufra's Tyrant's Revenge is the longest range in terms of crowd controlling. Like initiation. There you have it.
Yeah.
Tyrant's Range.
Tyrant Range, ladies and gentlemen. But the problem here is of the minion wave. They need to manage here for the mid lane side. Ladies and gentlemen, members of GLX doing what they can. Still no casualty for this part. Kufra casting his spell. Of course, goes for the jump. Bounce out. The wave clear is complete. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Kufra getting punished here. And the Bruno is still doing a really good job. There is also a
Malaysian Realme squad. You guys are awesome. Here we go. We're now back.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we are back into the running game. And I thought it was of the wave clear that was being done here by the Galaxus. That makes TSG struggle to actually close this one out. But I think it's probably of the latency issues. So let's see. It might be the reason why they're not able to follow up properly again as well against that Kufra.
Probably. Yeah, because that's the second pause of the game, but it's okay. It's technology, guys. We can't really control it. So right now, Team Sadistic Gods, they will now go for the Lord. This is the Luminous Lord, Shinbu, the second Lord of the game. So after they secure this, they could probably end it. But look at this. Xborg is lurking from behind. He wants to steal it, but it will fail. Meanwhile, Jeps.
Okay,
is he going to
Jeps.
be dead?
Well, he's
Yes,
still isolated. This is not gonna be good for the side of TSG. Actually, those kind of positions are uncalled for. That's not really necessary. You have to remember that GLX here, what they are doing is they are not playing to get the win. They are playing. All that they are doing right now is to specifically just not lose.
Yes, just defend. Just defend. Defense is the best. Offense is the slogan for the side of Galaxus. Oh my glove. This is so close, Shinbu. Here we go. 4-on-5 fight in the mid lane. The Lord is here. That is the ultimate of the Parsa being popped. The Lord is now at half health, but no one's really
no following up. Yeah, no one is following up for the Lord here. Again, if you are watching this inhibitor turrets, base siege, ladies and gentlemen, it's about managing the minions. And right now, members here of Galaxus has a crazy wave clear capacity.
Yeah. The Xboard can use the flamethrower, the Baksha can use its ultimate, plus the Farsa's ultimate, the Feather Airstrike is at very low cooldown, so he can spam it out every time. They even have the Bruno damage. So it's now going to be a problem for Team Sadistic Gods. How can they enter this, man?
Yeah. Actually, it's only with the Kufra. I believe it's only with the Kufra, and they need to get a jump from the Kufra, from the Kufra and also the Esmeralda. But that depends really. Again, also you have to consider the Bruno has Purify, so they need another Lord for this. I think it will depend on the scaling of the minion. GLX knows what needs to be done. They don't care really anymore. All they need to do is just hug this base, just clear any wave. Look at that. Nobody's going up. There's really no point of going up. They know that they can just get a bit gold for this.
They're at the quarantine state. It's like ECQ for them.
Indeed.
It's like 2020 for for the red side, hoping to get the victory with a comeback. They're hoping to get that 5-man wipe, and one player can defend, plus 4 heroes can push. So let's see if that's going to happen.
Well, we need to watch out. I still believe this is gonna be very hard without any Lord from the side here of TSG.
We are at 73 seconds.
Yes.
For the next Lord Shinbu.
Here's one trick though that they can do. I'm not too sure. Here's the one trick though. They could have the Cho get in with Angela.
Oh,
have the Angela be with the Cho and the Kufra goes for the dive. I think that would be less unexpected. I don't believe. I think Kari can manage. There's really no assassin towards her except if an arrow will land, something like that, right?
But look at the damage of the Farsa right now. Zenku to the Kufra, already at half health. Kufra is right now. So I think they don't really want to do that split push that you're suggesting. I think they still want to be safe. It's better to be safer than probably sorry. So I think they're waiting for the Lord. They opted to go for the Lord Shin. But man, if you're gonna think about it, the longer the game goes, the harder the objectives are, because every time that the red and the blue and every jungle creeps in the map spawn, their HPs and their stats go higher. So look at this, right? They're having a hard time in just killing buffs. And in terms of scaling, again, for me, I am a marksman. So the Bruno, I prefer the Bruno in late game, like no matter what happens.
Compared to the Kari.
Yeah, compared to the carry.
Well, yeah. In terms of upfront damage,
in terms of upfront damage, that's why the Cho can easily go down, the Kufra can easily go down. All Titanium needs is to just be safe in his position.
Let's see. Well, the thing here is that they have a Lord. More than ever, there is a bigger opportunity for the members of TSG to complete this dive, to complete this dive, go for it. But you know, my best guess is that they could have the Bruno used to clear for the Lord. They could bait that one. They could pick the Bruno. Actually, just clean up the Purify away from the Bruno and get one kick, at least one kick on the Bruno. There we go. Let's observe how this Lord will be dropped so quick. All right, 70%, 80% out of the Lord. You got Judge out to the side.
Dash, it's up at half health. Nice knock-up coming in. But again, there comes the Angela ultimate from Mr. Jazz. They want to attack the base, but Zenki Jets trying it. But no, the base is at low health. There you go.
That's it. Well done from the side here of the... If Akimi comes in behind, it's very hard to recover, right?
Definitely.
The problem of the Kimi is in terms of tempo. How can I say this? Like, not really tempo control, but coming back, into the tempo. Yeah. Kimi can easily fall off when it comes to tempo. When we say tempo here, it's the way you pace your scaling on the game. Like if your tempo is like something like very aggressive or something very defensive, bottom line, it is directly related to the way you scale within the game. So let's see. You need to watch out for the level 2 and level 3 rotations if the Kimi will be able to converge for a 4-man. Probably they will converge against the Cho lane and maybe also snowball and influence this Leomord.
Yeah, the good point actually. I guess that's what you're trying to say. If you delay the Kimi, you delay the damage of your core hero, the Kimi shots won't matter. Unlike the carry passive, right? So, we shall see. 1 minute in, not really, nothing's really happening. Both of the funnel heroes just getting their core objectives, getting their blues, getting their reds. Orange and purples. But in terms of rotation, though, I think the red side team, Sadistic Gods, they're threatening the top lane right now.
Well, let's see here. It's always like that. It's always like that. Again, you can also punish the Kimi if you directly confront them on the lane that they are converging, right? Because if you're able to shut down the party where the Kimi is involved, then that's good news for you. Even if you don't kill the Kimi, really, you just make sure that she doesn't get ahead.
Yeah, you just make sure that your funnel zero is much stronger, just like this one. That is an arrow connecting to the Popol and Koopa, and look at this dash, popping that bulwark shield. Ever since season 2, man, dash, the Lolita, bulwark shield, easy access to the passive, easy proc of the damage. So
Indeed.
it is still the red team, Team Galaxius, dictating the pace of the game, leading by 100. But again, this is a Kimi, so we shall see.
Okay, so both teams are actually converging. You have a trio squad here for the Cuba, Lolita, and also the carry. I just realized that the tempo here is not that good as well for the Selena. Supposedly, at this timer, Selena is able to land an arrow, at least deny one heavy objective against the enemy team. Flicker connected, two-man ultimate, there's gonna be it, that's gonna be the Lolita, who was able to complete the kill, and then execute an assassination as well against the Kimi. Doesn't matter if the Lolita will die, that's still the Kimi that was pulled behind against her tempo. Oh no! That was a close one, that was a close one. That was a close one, it would have been a revenge kill as well against that carry.
Man, I don't think so, because for the red side, even though it's a 1-1, the type of initiation coming in from Dash is so great. He catches 2. Good thing there's the Kufra disengage, but the first one to die was Kimi, Titanium. So like what you've said, they delayed something out of the Kimi, and the carry, Jads, is still alive. So I don't know, this player, Dash, so commendable with that Rocket Power Smash. And with this, it's Team Galactus now initiating the turtle. I think they shut it down the Selena as well, Shinbu.
Alright. Well, let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Things are looking pretty heavy here for the side of team. Actually, for the team Team Galaxius still, right? And that's because coming in from the Kimi, who didn't get the snowball that she wants, but this round 2 for that Lolita, and again the kill is secured by that Kufra.
There you go. That's what they want. Surely, but easy but surely, right? Slowly but surely, I mean. Surely but surely. But yeah, Jeps still, Shinbu, there's Cho, I think Dad Azurite, is having a hard time dealing with him. Jeps is now at the back! He will actually kick the Selena towards his allies. That was sneaky and that was swift from Jeps.
Now let's see.
Easy kick.
Yeah, easy kick, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is very synonymous to that game number 1. Again, it looks like, although the Selena is coming in from the side of Galaxius main, still they were able to get some early lead on that part. But right now, things are looking pretty gloomy for the side here of the Galaxius squad. Again, there's a lot of pressure that is established here, loud and clear, from the side of the SG. PNK is now paying dividends for their side.
Yeah, besides the PNK, Shinbu, I think I now get the reason why Team Galaxius is winning this game under 5 minutes, because they're winning the side lane matchup. They're winning the side lane. Their Jeps and the enemy, they won against the Xborg and the Lumord. That's why they control the tempo. That's why they initiate, because they always lead with the side lane minion equilibrium. And with that, you have good vision all throughout the map if you lead with the minions. Not just vision, but you actually get pressure on the lanes as well, right? You also have an idea. You also have an idea of where the enemy might not be, or where the enemy will be going, because they have to clear that minion wave, right? Yes.
They have to clear that minion wave. So
and it's perfect for their team, because again, the Selena, you should You should be the one who is initiating, but with the threat of the side lane, just like this. Look at this. 4-man rotation here, but in the bottom side, yeah, they have the same plan. This is a Kimi as well, but Team Galaxius, they're unfazed. They don't care at all, right? It's answer with 2 towers.
Let us see, ladies and gentlemen. Again, slow and steady is the pressure established here by the members of TSG. They have now pushed the inner mid lane turret, now going for an inner top lane turret as well. And just look at that, there is a lot of respect for the BNK here. Clearly, this bubble is now giving a hard time for the members here of Galaxius. What is... Okay, that Lolita, Dash needs to be very careful on his positioning. I mean, he is tanky. He is tanky, but he doesn't need to take such risky positions like that.
Yeah, but again, Shinbu, those are risky positions from the Lolita. I think it's paying them good. It's paying dividends to the team because he's not dying.
Not dying,
right?
Totally.
It's a risky play, but I think the type of risk you shall do if you're confident enough with your teammates.
How is the first and second series compared to this?
It's a total destruction.
What's one-sided?
Totally one-sided.
Totally one-sided. So this is really the closest. The closest one. The closer one.
Right. The first series and the second series, I think it ended at less than 10 minutes. Like if you total the first series and the second series, 4 games in total, probably around 25 something, including the draft. So that's how one-sided it is. But it goes to show that the teams here, they don't really want that to happen.
Yeah.
It's 2-2, man. 8 minutes, 2-2.
2-2. But the problem is the map pressure. It doesn't really matter. I would be expecting again if it's Philippines versus Philippines as well, especially on even in the indie scene, even in independent teams. But those competitive teams really, you'd expect this more controlled approach now for MLBB, where kill counts are lower, but the turret count is high, and the 8-minute mark or the 10-minute mark, because teams know how to really establish these elements of winning the game, and that is through lane pressure, taking objectives properly, unlocking the map little by little.
I think, man, the teams from the indie scene, they're really getting good, like MPL caliber good. Yeah, I think there's an ongoing debate in the Philippines right now, like if we're going to have the MPL, which teams are invited. I think there's an ongoing debate that how about we invite the top 4 teams and not invite the top 8 teams, because we have these teams in the independent scene that are so good that could probably go toe to toe and enter the tournament. But yeah, I don't know. And we're seeing it here in the RGL.
They have to be careful. Well, it is in the RGL. That's the one I'm actually looking for. Kind of the late game, mid game Lolita ultimate once more. And it does feel like the Leomord. Again, I did mention like the Leomord is supposed to be an X factor here. And I feel like the Leomord is losing opportunity to actually punish that PK pick, right? No stumble for the Leomord. The wave clear will be awkward for this hero as well.
Yeah, because man, there is a Cho threat. You know what? If you pop the Phantom Steed, the Cho can easily kick you out. So it's a mind games coming in for the Red Squad. So we shall see, because the tower is now destroyed and the Lord is also online for Team Sadistic Gods to take. There you have it.
Slow and steady, there you have it. Yeah, there's gonna be the bounce coming in for Akimer. That is a very bad position there. He can easily be punished. That is a carry, bro. There is the Lolita. They cannot fall back here. Also coming in from Dash. This is goodbye for the Kufra. There is no chance that they can save that Kufra. And the problem there is they will be losing a heavy initiate onto the Lord. This will be surely a Lord, if not a bottom lane turret. Remember that the Cho is there. They've already given up onto the Lord. They're gonna be taking on the bottom lane turret.
A free Lord, ladies and gentlemen, just to defend the bottom lane turret because of the pressure coming in from Jeps.
Yeah.
Dude, I think the reason why they lost the offlane matchup because Jeps and the enemy, they have the high and dry. They have the high and dry emblem. if you have it, you're strong against one-on-one matchups, and Azurite has the killing spree, and you want the killing spree on 5-on-5 situations, but it's not happening because they're staying in their lane, and because of that,
yeah. And
Because
that's the
of that-
problem. Well,
Yeah.
the Kimi lost her tempo. The Kimi lost her tempo, Manjin, on this part. Again, there is gonna be the Poplar and Cupa who will be biting through the backline. But the awkward part is they prioritizing the Kufra here, and that's gonna be the nice burst there coming in from the X-Borg. Meanwhile, after all of that, they've thrown a lot. It will be the Cho doing its work, finishing the bottom lane inhibitor turret.
yeah, a value trade coming in from Team Sadistics. They lost one, but they got one turret plus. Almost another turret here at the top side. Oh my, this is like game number 1. It's the same story for Team Galactus. All they do is defend, and all they do is react.
This is gonna be the same. This is gonna be the same. They will try their best to defend, but this time there's no Farsa. There's no
Yes.
Farsa, bro. No Bruno. That's a problem.
All they have
no
is
Bruno,
X-Borg.
no Farsa. All they have is X-Borg for the wave clear on that part. Kimi has good wave clear, but far from
Yeah.
the wave clear that is provided by the Bruno and also the Farsa. Bruno technically can one hit.
Yeah,
Can one hit.
one hit
Yeah,
minion. Plus, you know what, Shinbu, as a Kimi player, you don't really want your energy transformation, your first skill, to clear the waves because you want it to hit heroes. So, you first of all, you need a blue buff for the maximum uptime, and without that, your first skill, it's always offline if you want to clear waves. So, man, this is going to be hard for them to deal damage.
This is gonna be hard for them to deal damage, and the problem is this is gonna be hard for them as well to defend the inhibitor turrets. The problem is you get PNK, bro. You get PNK, and the thing here is that
PNK.
you don't even have to consider the carry here. You don't even have to consider the split push of the Cho. Just the PNK alone would be a lot of problem.
Yeah.
Would be a lot of problem in terms of defending this inhibitor turret. That's gonna be the Numium Blast. Let's see here, connected again. One to the Kufra. Kufra in critical and has to fall back, and that leaves their mid lane inhibitor turret open, carrying back. That is gonna be done by Titanium here. Narikai would do his best for the last insanity to be casted against the members here of TSG. They don't have any minion to go for the push in the mid lane side. Some transition on the bottom lane side. It doesn't matter though. To the top lane side rather. It doesn't matter though, as the top lane is the only remaining inhibitor threat anyway.
Shinbu, you're definitely right. Jams, the PNK, the Koopa, the Doggy, biting through the veins of Team Galactus. There you go. That is a clutch pick off right there from the Kimi, but the pressure is still on. The dog is still alive.
Okay, they need to be slow and steady for this running game.
The doggy, man.
That was a nice pick up though, but again, it's just because of the misformation here from the members of TSG. Some of them would have to go for the reset, and I think some didn't realize that it is already reset time. Let's see. There's gonna be 20 seconds onto the Lord. There might be a miracle play that can be pulled off here by the Kufra, and maybe a cleanup to be done by that Leomord, and maybe a heavy pick off as well by the Selena. But those are a lot of factors, variables that is being asked from the side here of Galactus.
Oh my glove, how do you deal with this? Yeah, you're definitely right, Shin. Another Lord is now online. Galactus is on a sticky situation. Only a slither of health left on the tower. And man, they're getting checked every time. Every time they do a move. It seems like Team Sadistic is one move ahead. Even though there's an armor coming in from the Kufra, carry is still carry in the late game, man. So, yeah.
Let us see. It's still in the late game for the carry, as you mentioned, Manjin. Onto the mid lane side, let us see here. That's gonna be the Lolita along with the BNK. And all I want to watch is, of course, this Lord as it steadily parade over the mid, just to make sure that the push will be in favor still of TSG. Pause has been called.
Another one.
Yeah. Why hire models if your office mates looks like models or models themselves?
Yes, you can actually see them in TikTok. You can watch their YouTube ads.
That's how real me.
Team.
That's how real me Philippines does.
Yeah, man. Even Realme Malaysia. Yeah, by the way, going back to the game, let's go, Shinbu.
Yeah, they're gonna go for the push, and this time PSG is making sure that this doesn't drag out. That's gonna be Mlbb being called ultimate of that laner. Doesn't matter. That's the carry. He knows what he needs to do. Focus on the base, no more for the kills, because she is an unkillable enemy. That can easily go against this kind of picks.
Yeah, I 100% agree. But and it's a good thing that they're planning to do this, because if they force out a 5v5 fight, they're just gonna lose. They're just gonna lose, like straight up. If you don't pick off anyone on the side of NXP Solid and the fight starts, you're 100% set to lose.
Yeah. That was well done there, a flicker from the Cho. It was really nice as well that Renegade flickered out, because had it been when the Grok first skill fully channeled connects onto him, it will be his finisher, especially with the crowd control from the Shunpo. And look at that, Korai into the front line, Chester also carrying, Chester also re-engaging, and they know that H2O will be untouched. So next play Predator actually took the offensive for that part. You can actually see how Sinag Pilipinas is trying to get the read. Trying to get the read against next play.
I mean, in a perfect world, that bouncing ball could have been enough to get the kill on someone. But, I mean, you don't really have the follow-up to put down that Cho, that Grok, and that Kimmy. So, you're just Faela is gonna go down in a flash.
Yeah, well, we have the match here. Let's see once more. Chester just waiting for a bit. They need to deny the buff. They were able to deny the buff. It was up to the Kimi. There goes Denver. Ejector. Very interesting patting from Denver. Here comes MB. They're baiting it. Denver in a tight spot. But MB would have to jump away. The Kimi is ever so punishing, but next play not giving too much. Except for the buff. Against Sinag.
Very well, how do you call this, masterful showing of control from both teams. They could have gone for the kill, especially on MB if they chased, but Sinag Pilipinas, they're not gonna budge. They're gonna play this safe because they know that they have to get the Kimi on 100% uptime, especially on farming. So they just go for the early setup onto the bottom lane, just probably pressure it down, and force a reaction coming out here from the side of NXP.
Okay, that was quick from the Natalia. But I think the Natalia is dead. Yep. Let's see here. Renegade. Denver going all in onto him. Smart Missiles will be the finisher. It is the first blood. Killed quite faster compared to Natalia. I'm very curious why the Natalia is not dead yet. I think she was able to get the invisibility.
Okay. So that is a 1-1 who died on the side of... Okay, it's Natalia who died on the other side. But looking at how the pacing of the game is looking like, or feeling like, H2O here got the kill. He has the bounty hunter, so he's putting it to good use. Well, right now he has 1 kill on his belt, so that means it's not a waste of time. But if he gets 2 to 3 kills more, I feel that the bounty hunter talent will be justified. So right now there is actually a fight, Shinbu, that's going to happen into the turtle.
Into the front of the turtle, and that is a very bad position there by the Natalia. Very weird position there. Actually, staying into the front line, hovering into the front line. Well, it is obvious where is the position of the members here of the X-Play Predator. That was a good steal by the Cho. Another kill done to do as well on that Rafaela. Kite back onto Cronus. Yawi into the front line. He has to fall back. Cronus moving forward. Renegade protecting him. And that is Sinan's lead to take. Now sitting on an almost 2,000 gold lead. Things, like I mentioned to you, Butters, X Factor. Massive play on the Cho.
Yukio Kazuki, he's doing great. He's just showing up time and again, especially on pickoffs. He got the first kill for his team, and he got the first turtle kill of the game. So Denver here really trying to get away. He is gonna get away with the help of the Kimi, but right now H2O got 2 kills. Got 2 kills already. So what I'm trying to say here is H2O is probably gonna have a good time in the mid game.
Yeah.
He has the Raptor Machete up. I think so. I think that's the Raptor Machete right now.
Okay, slow and steady here. Again, next play is the one playing with their backs against the walls here. I think now they're starting to underestimate actually Sinag Pilipinas. They haven't kept the Cho in check. They can actually punish just the Cho lane, but they're still going blindly onto the lane of the Kimi. Kimi now is Yeah, Kimi is now totally okay. Kimi is now totally okay. What they need to be careful of is the Cho. Cho is now on Snowball. If you look into the items, you can actually see that that Cho, I think already has good full item build on his side. Probably maybe an endless battle completed here, or maybe a BOD. That's my guess for that part.
Oh my goodness, Sinag Pilipinas, Tiki even stealing that little wanderer from the hands of H2O. And here comes another fight. Yukio Kazuki going for H2O. H2O will be the primary target. That is the first takedown. He takes down someone on his behalf. That is a 1-for-1. He gets 3 kills. MB on the other hand trying to run away. And look at those dashes.
Wow. Yeah.
And they go down. Wow, what a play coming here from the side of Sinag
Pilipinas. They're totally shining through in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Well performed, actually, against Next Play Predator. This is coming to be a surprise against the Doggy Squad, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, that's very interesting. I do feel though that Next Play is underperforming for a bit, but still you have to give it to Sinag Pilipinas. They've taken full control of this game and they're not allowing Next Play Predator to awaken and get a comeback. This is H2O's team that they're beating, but again, that's it. That is well played from Next Play. They need to shut down that show because I think it's starting to become the X factor here.
That was the first time that the Divine Judgment hit a punish on that show. So I'm really leaning towards Sinag Pilipinas because they're not really using that Divine Judgment to its full potential. But I mean, that could be the momentum that they're trying to find. Tiki, on the other hand, goes down on the other side of the map. And I really like the control coming out here from Sinag Pilipinas. They're not really stopping on he's going to be the X factor on the side of Next Play Predator Solid. Right now, they're not in a good place, so he needs to step up as well.
Slow and steady here. You got Korai once more. He has the power of nature on. H2O kiting back. There's gonna be MB. They're punishing a lot. Yeah, there is that. Only that Yawi needs to get the proper setup. This is not good. Sinag Pilipinas is actually dropping some unwanted kills in favor of Next Play Predator.
So, looking at the map, let's focus on the map a bit here. You see how the lanes are pushing onto the top lane for the side of Sinag Pilipinas, but what NXP is doing is they're just pushing out the mid lane and the bottom lane. They're not going to the Cho lane because they know that Cho right now is really hot. And if they get caught out with the Wave of the Dragon, they're 100% sure that someone's gonna go down. Okay, they catch out someone. Who's this someone? That's Korai. Korai will go down. And that is going to be the first target. Renny J.
Oh my god.
Actually goes down fast.
Yeah, you have to remember that the Last Airbender is way better than the Legend of Korai. And Korai here is really not doing well in terms of that crack, the Earthbender, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. Tower dive as well by Denver, along with Tiki into the front line. Of course, Natalia. What? Natalia hugging the thumbs, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, but still, at least that gives a lot of free pressure, free space for the Kimi and also onto Yukio Kazuki. But again, not needed kills, unneeded engages for that. You just need to get pressure without having to die, really, for Sinag Pilipinas.
Sinag playing this well. They are the underdogs and they're surprising us. Next Play Predator Solid. How do you fight this? This is one of the games. These are the games that Renny J should just catch out, let's say, the Kimi and end it there. If they can get the Natalia or the Kimi, that will be a big loss, or let's say a big damage output loss for the side of Sinag Pilipinas. But the thing is, even Denver, even Yukio Kazuki is really doing great. So in terms of item potential, they're catching up. So whatever it is that Sinag Pilipinas is doing right now, they should just keep on doing it. They're not really forcing those 5v5 team fights. They're letting NXP
do their thing and engage. If they engage, they just go back and they try to find the stragglers. Because what we're looking at here is 3 high-end Rise on the side of Sinag Pilipinas. So you might want to check the 1v1 setup if you're next play Predator Solid, because you're not really in the best position to go contest for those 1v1s.
Yes. Again, you have to be careful when you do those kind of 1v1s, especially that high risk high reward plays should be well calculated at this phase of the game. Flicker by Renajay. But of course, gets given soon po by Yuki Yokozuki. Very interesting flicker by Renajay, especially against the Cho. Underestimating that the Cho still has the Shunpo on. Now, that's a lot of burst coming in from the Kimi because no flicker on the Kaja. No threat of the flicker on the Kaja. Sinag Pilipinas knows that they can shine through this game. The way of the dragon under the turret, under the base by Yuki Yokozuki. He will be running for his life. MB chasing him down. Renajay for the backup. Cronus also carrying back. And that's it. That gives freedom for the members here of Sinag Pilipinas to go for the very first individual turret. They're seeing it. They're seeing the victory against the likes of a next play Predator team.
And Sinag Pilipinas showing us the rays of hope. The underdogs here, they're probably gonna take one game off from next play Predator Solid. But mind you guys, this is the best of 3. If next play Predator Solid, gets awakened from their slumber, if they're sleeping right now, it's probably the proper time to take this to a game number 3. But I'm not really saying that this game has ended already. There is a probability that we can get a miracle engage coming out here from Yawi and Renajay.
Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, let's see here. 16-9 still for a running game. The lead is obviously onto the side now of Sinag Pilipinas. They're sitting at around 12,000 gold lead. But still anything can happen. H2O is not that behind. 424 on this carry. But Cronus, ladies and gentlemen, the doubt of the Kimi now cleared. Now cleared of all doubts. That's the Kimi. And Yuki Okazaki is still pressuring up top. That leaves the Tams not available for this fight. Denver getting the attention of Yawi. Tiki is also there. Next play Predator is not accounting for Tiki. They can get silence here for the backline. Next play Predator will lose this fight, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna be Yuki Okazaki along with Tiki. And of course, Cronus with all the free hit in the world. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Multiple knockups. MB will be late for the party. It doesn't matter. They could just transition between lanes. All the backline damages, even H2 is already gone. Cronus is just getting the attention of MB. MB doing what he can, and even Cronus has enough firepower to kill MB on that part. Immortality. No, there's no immortality. Also, the base is open, and that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Sinag Pilipinas gets the beat against next play Predator Solid. Nice.
Be honest, what the Atlas has to do is just stun someone, put him in place, use the ultimate, then Tempest of Blade. That's going to be 2 layers of disables, and that's going to be enough time for the Ling to take down someone.
And by the way, it does look like in an easier sense to understand the composition. It's about the team fights. No? The team fights and the skirmishes that can be done here by Sinag Pilipinas, whereas the pressure from NXP. They still have the PNK. Remember that.
And that is true. So, Shinbu, looking at it, they're really trying to go for the invade here. And they're just trying to annoy and next play Predator Solid. I don't think they're aiming, to, what do you call this, steal or get the buff on the side. They just want to stop them on their tracks so that Cronus can get early rain can get the earlier level 4 spike, then just probably win from there. And looking at Natalia here, this is the information that they need. Like, it's really good that if you're starting off with this, Yawi getting caught out, and look at this damage output. Korai on the other hand, 1-for-1 trade, but Yawi will be the first blood.
But you have to remember that the one who got the final hit was H2O for that part. For that dive. That was very risky. Chester did really well on actually greeting them with that wild charge on the Grak. Knock up even under turret. I'm not so sure if somebody got a hit from under the turret, but doesn't matter. It's still these two teams, they're out for blood with a little lead here for the side of Sinag Pilipinas. They still want to snowball Cronus in. So it is Cronus and Yuki Yokozuki would be on that joint.
So they're converging up top. not really caring about what's happening to the bottom lane. They know that X-Board can't be bullied out of lane just because of the innate damage output that he has. And once the Firaga armor is down on his side, he's just gonna use the flicker to get away. But here comes an attempt for the side of Sinag Pilipinas. They kind of wasted their time there, so that's a win for Next Play Predator Solid.
Next Play Predator, yeah. Okay, they're grouping. You can actually see that Sinag Pilipinas still is very much willing to take this fight in. Of course, Kronos just jumping around the walls. And I think Yawi is just holding on to that ultimate. Yep, available ultimate still for Yawi. But he didn't cast that one, making sure that H2 was within range to follow up before he used that Divine Judgment.
H2O. He's just annoying. He's just getting annoyed by Tiki. And that's the thing about the Ling and Lancelot matchup, is that they can burst each other down.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
yes.
But the thing is, Shin, Tiki is the chess piece that makes Kronos better than the Lance on the other side. Because once the silence hits Lancelot, it just goes down from there. But right now, Tempest of Blades will connect, and look at this, Chester and the others just stacking up a lot of damage. Yawi here with the presence of mind going straight for Kronos. Kronos will go down, and that is going to be a big win for the side of Next Play Predator Solid. Why? Because Lancelot lived.
Yep. Let's see here, Denver. Let's see if we can get the jump onto MB. A few hits here and there, ladies and gentlemen. Torch back. Ladies and gentlemen, it's still that Tams will be able to walk away from that fight. By the way, guys, I just want to inform you that the RGL is actually an international broadcast. So, despite us having a Filipino team taking on against another Filipino team, we have to do this commentary in English. Alright, so...
I'm telling you.
Bear with us.
You guys.
Bear with us as we bear with each other.
Yes. Barely bearing with each other. So
yes.
We did say earlier that if you comment there why won't we speak in Tagalog, you're just wasting your time.
Again, this is an English broadcast, so we have no choice, ladies and gentlemen. Well, anyway, focusing into the game again, this is gonna be the Next Play Predator able to actually offset the lead established by the members of Sinag Pilipinas. H2 will continually getting the snowballs and the kills that they want, as 201 is already in the hands of this Lancelot. Divine Judgment to be casted here against Koray. Of course, Koray will be using his Octopus just to make that escape as the pressure is on coming in from that Popol and Cupa. Here is the pressure of Next Play Predator. It's getting more and more established, but look at that. Denver actually step up against that fight with that X-Board. Of course, H2O along with the Grok will be backing up here into the bottom lane, getting that revenge kill against Denver. Now, no space was capitalized on there by the members of Sinag Pilipinas.
Okay, so I don't really have a grasp on how this game is gonna go. I just see H2O having a good time, and Killing Spree will be the edge that he has against Kronos, because this is 100% a Ling versus Lancelot matchup. Whoever has the best assassination capability will 100% win this match. And they go inside. Look at this setup. Turtle has been slain. Atlas will steal it. Wow. Yeah. Now we will be the next target. But Kronos just gets away. He knows that he doesn't have the capability to fight. And look at H2O.
Yeah.
Fresh, super fine. He's not even gonna care about anything in the world because he doesn't even take damage. Killing Spree. What a good talent to take.
By the way, it's not just H2O. It's not just actually H2O. It's also Renegade. He has been dishing a big amount of damage amidst this fight, and it does look like that Kronos is not able to complete any assassination that he should be doing with this Ling against the backline here of the members of Next Play Predator. Solid, they did realize that the Republic Cupa is alone onto the bottom lane side. Koray tries to corner Renegade, but they will be left with the dog here focusing on the Kronos. Tempest of Blade to be casted here. He has 1-3 dash, tries to do sharp damage, goes for the backline, and here comes H2O, went for the jump, and Ling was able to escape. Nicely done there coming in from that Ling.
And Kaja will go down. Denver here gets the right amount of damage onto that bird. So, Shin, Renegade has been keeping Ling at bay for quite some time now. And the thing is, Renegade has been really smart in just, pinpointing the location of the lane. You have to give it up for him. Korai, on the other hand, has been very aggressive in terms of just going for the initiation.
By the way, yeah, that was a misposition, right?
Yes, that was the misposition.
Oh my god.
And you don't see that.
Good. Yeah, you don't see
you
that.
don't
You
see
really
those,
see that on H2O.
You don't see those mistakes on these players. Like, these players, they really know what they want to do and when they want to do it. Denver, that is a fighter
Oh
tab.
my god, yeah. That is a fighter tabs. And also, I just want to mention that because of H2O getting lost, they're losing pressure as well on this bottom lane and also top lane.
Oh, the Kaja isn't Renegade. I've been seeing Renegade use the Kaja for quite some time. So it's Yawi.
Yawi, yes.
Yawi. He's been doing great. I mean, I praised Renegade, but I'm gonna praise Yawi too. He's been keeping that lane at bay. So you have to give it up for these people, because Kronos, look at his kill KDA. It's still at 1-1-2. So you can't really say that he's winning this fight against H2O. H2O at 6-1-2.
Yes. It does. It's still far. Actually, if we consider the gold, I would believe that it's still higher onto the pockets of H2O. But again, for the team gold though, on the team gold, it's quite even. Actually, I think it does look like over the past few minutes, it was the gold has been flowing in favor of Sinag Pilipinas.
Denver here just tanking up whatever MB is throwing at him. And that is a bit funny. Tiki here tanking up the towers, the turret shots. Kronos going in. They really want to take down this immortality charge because they know they're gonna have an easier time later. MB, the pop is there, but he's not gonna get anyone, and that is going to be 2 kills without any help from his team. Okay, so Korai, Denver almost getting away, but Denver here is going to be a casualty of war, probably a straggler of war there on the side of NXP. I don't know, man. You could have ran to the other bush if you wanted to, but he just stayed there.
I'm not so sure though. Had he run, I think especially with minions, I think H2O can get the chase onto him. But at least he could have bought time, right? He
bought time. That's exactly the main idea. If you run, you're really taking people away. And looking at the map right now, the Lord is at 1 second. That could have been the difference between him standing there and him running away from that fight. And Thams is really capable of running away at times.
Let's see here. Actually, H2O getting zoned out here by Korai. Actually curious about the impact of Tiki. He's still on this late game team fights. For the most part, it is unclear who still has the lead. But the pressure, and also the pressure. Look at that, Denver tries to go for the jump against the popular Cupid. The Ling also was in onto the bottom lane. And now we got H2O. He knows that he can actually fence here with Korai. And things are looking pretty gloomy for the side here of Sinag Pilipinas. All of their healths are actually dropped below 50%. But Tiki now zoning out Yawi, Divine Judgment under the turret. Tiki now trying to buy some time. Quite unneeded though. It does look like that is a mistake there by the Natalia.
And Korai here trying to get away. Kronos onto the back line, trying to take down H2O. H2O gets knocked up. And let us see, will he get away? H2O doesn't need to get away. H2O just needs to take you down, and that is the difference between the Ling and the Lancelot. Next play here, just going straight for the Lord. This is what they needed. Look at Denver. He's just trying to get away.
Indeed, ladies and gents. Look at that. Okay, now they're gonna be taking on the Lord, ladies and gentlemen. Denver still trying to establish pressure, but that is a big objective in favor of Team Next Play Predator. If they make the most of this Lord, they're gonna be setting themselves to push this game to a game number 3. To push this series to a game number 3.
Okay. Chester. Oh, Chester, this is a bad position. Don't worry. That drop.
But here comes the Purple and Cupa. Remember that the top lane is also being pushed by the Lord. Members here of Team Next Play Predator starting to converge onto the mid lane side. They want to open up something. You have to remember that Yawi has this ultimate on and won't hesitate on actually taking any tank for
With this Tertium, the Lord is up top and it's marching forward. Let's see. That isn't what they needed here. If you're on the side of Sinag Pilipinas, Yukio Kazuki with that pick off, he just goes down. Korai here trying to go in, but look at H2O. He just goes in, not caring about the Tempest of Blades. He just dashes out. Denver here getting bit by the Chichu dog, and that Chichu dog will 100% be painful because Renny J has the items, he has the avarice, he doesn't need the kills, he just needs to hit the enemy team.
Yeah, he just needs to hit the enemy team, but of course this is just getting extended for his game, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't matter. Unstoppable, double kill, triple kill, and that's the game. It will be closing with the members of Next Play Predator headed on by H2O. 1-1 on the series.
And we have to check out how we are going to set up this game. H2O and the others ready to take this series. Sinag Pilipinas, being the underdogs that they are, they're ready to prove that they can beat a team with a caliber such as Next Play Predator Solid.
Next Play Predator Solid.
Let's head into the game.
Let's head into the game, guys. Yep. All right. So again, just to get a quick review or a quick preview of what will be the final heroes for both sides of this team, it will be of Cronus on this Harry. Meanwhile, onto the other side, it would be of the Claude on H2O. Oh my God, stream hero, ladies. I mean, people love seeing H2O play Claude, right?
Yeah. You don't really give out Claude this easy for the other team.
Yeah.
Like this is one of the funnel carries that if he has a smooth sailing 1 to 5 minute phase from minute 1 to minute 5, you just win.
Yeah. All right.
That's how brain dead a Claude is at times.
That's a big word. That's a big word.
I'm not saying that it's an easy hero to use.
Okay.
But
yeah.
If you think about
a recipe.
it,
There's a recipe.
If you follow that recipe, it becomes braided, then you just win from that.
Yeah. but you know, there's still some heavy technicalities in playing Claude, especially for beginners. Like you need to get the proper timers on your Art of Thievery, right? On your Art of Thievery, and when you get the main stacks, you need to properly predict when to go in with your BMI and of course Blazing Duet combo.
I mean, at this stage, at this level of play, everyone gets that. So you really have to expect. But look at this Kronos. They're really playing with Yawi here, and Denver even going for the wraparound, but he didn't even get the knock-up as well.
Yeah.
And onto the top lane, H2O as being the best. I don't know. It's probably one of the best players in the Philippines right now.
Yeah, Doggy is claiming it, and observing H2O, I think that's a well-informed claim by Doggy. But look at that, still no first blood for this running game, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna be the kite coming in from H2O, and also Chester Denver would have to flicker out of that. And meanwhile, you got TK as well on that Natalia hovering around the brush. H2O tries to BMI in, maybe get the kite back, punishing Yukio Kazuki, and of course Yawi taking up some third hit. Still no casualty for this game, still no first blood.
Okay, so right now they're just gonna push out the lane. They need that extra control on the blue side here of Sinag Pilipinas. And Kronos and the others, they're just answering. They want the extra control for the violet buff or purple buff side of Next Play Predator Solid as well. So both teams here, they really put a lot of emphasis in the purple buff rather.
Yeah.
Purple buff, just because Harry is reliant. And Claude is much better with the purple buff.
Yes. So it's like when you deny something against the enemy team and you're able to put it on your own funnel, you further take the lead, right? You make the lead fatter in terms of the when you try to consider the gap between the two teams and when you're trying to really establish your main funnel against the enemy funnel. That's the first blood though. That is a clear misposition there by... Alright, and we are back into the game, guys. Members of Next Play Predator already started this turtle without any contention from Sinag Pilipinas. Is that fatigue that we are seeing from Sinag Pilipinas? This is the first time that an early turtle was not contested by this budding team.
H2O and the others having the comfort of a Claude on his hands, and it's a really strong hero. It just carries the team without question.
Yeah.
And look at this, with
Oh
this
my God.
start, H2O, and this is it.
Yeah,
They're
things are
good.
looking out of and that's the problem there. Chester is giving a lot of space for H2O here. He did BMI out, keeping his distance still. Some respect for Denver. They have no idea where Tiki might be. But right now, you can feel the pressure here from the side of Sinag Pilipinas. But maybe not. Maybe I'm mistaken. That's a very well thought out pick by Denver against the Valley. And I think Chester overstayed his welcome there, underestimating the initiate capacity of Tiki and Denver.
You know what? Seeing how H2O is playing this hero, you would really see the amount of communication that this team is putting on for him. Like, he has always a sense of when the jungle monsters are up. He knows when the crab coin is up. So he always goes there. And look at this. He's gonna go up top. He's probably gonna take this first so that his stacks won't go down. And he's gonna take that next crab coin. That is a lot of communication that's happening on their side. And this is what sets the men from the boys. And the men here are going to be Next Play Predator, and they're gonna push this in. Cora here getting stuck. And look at that, H2O taking a bit of damage from the turret, and they will get this this purple buff. And wow,
Hold that thought.
Control.
Here onto the side of the purple buff, ladies and gentlemen, forces the wild charge away from Koray. MB here initiates with the last insanity under the turret. He does know he can keep some good distance. Denver trying to also do it up against the members of NXP. It doesn't matter. Koray to the front line. Kronos has to kite back. Activates his ultimate. Tiki into the back line as well. Will try to assassinate anyone? No. Silence is coming casted here from the Natalia. Yes, I agree with you, by the way, Butters, when you mentioned that this is what separates the boys from the men. If you've observed and if you've watched Doggy's YouTube channel, you'll be seeing how manly this Next Play Predator players is, especially with the matchmaking that Doggy is giving to them with Andrea Angeles, with Kim Solis.
Very manly.
The boys are becoming men. The boys are becoming men. Yes.
Boys to men. Boys to men.
Boys to men.
And they have pure control on the map, just like with the girls. Doggy being the coach of everything, a life coach. And look at this, Yukio Kazuki going in. It doesn't have enough items though. He's just gonna go down. Tiki can't really do anything. Then we're kicking the hell out of Yaoi. Get away from me. And that is going to be the end of that skirmish.
Now, you may see, guys, that the team fight here of Sinag Pilipinas is all over the place, but it's not like that. It is indeed all over the place. But what is the mistake by Sinag Pilipinas is they are now losing track of their firepower. Compared to the firepower, that Next Play Predator can burst against them. They're trying to penetrate on different points against the formation of Next Play Predator. It doesn't matter. H2O into the front line. Crazy guy that is. He doesn't care. He was able to greet the show using the Blazing Duet, and just like that, no answer from the other members of Sinag Pilipinas.
They're knocking onto the doors here for Sinag Pilipinas. Tiki will be the target here. He gets bit by the Chichu dog, and the Chichu dog is a bit tame. He didn't get the kill.
Indeed. We have to be careful, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. Members of Next Play Predator already controlling this game with only just losing one turret, outer turret for the most part, and now they're taking siege. They're taking control on this inhibitor turret, this inhibitor turret push. I just want to mention that they have a lot of capacity to go for this inhibitor turret dive, especially with the Claude, especially with the John, especially with the Popol and Cupa. They can just continue pressuring Sinag Pilipinas.
This is one of the games where there is little to no chance for comeback. Like, the chance for comeback here is probably at 3% tops. Because,
Yes.
just because Claude is just way too good of a hero. And
Yeah.
Munton, if you're hearing me, you probably want to nerf this hero, or give him a bit of a damage rescaling.
Yes, man. I mean, this Harit actually, I'm not so sure what damage will be felt from the major and the main funnel, I think, of Team Sinag Pilipinas. Actually, Kronos tries to go for the dive with this Esmeralda. Denver into the front line. H2O will be bursted down by Tiki. At least they managed to get the tag, but at what cost? Maybe everything? No. Tiki here getting chased down by Yawi. And also, Rene J went for the flicker in. At least that stops the push from the members of Sinag Pilipinas. We're able to tag H2O. Now, this is one clear message of the dynamic of this game. H2O has a lot of firepower, but in terms of defensive capacity, H2O can still be killed. H2O is still squishy.
And Kronos. Oh, that was a two-man knockup. Wow, what a play here coming out from this team. Yawi and the others.
Oh no.
Away, Renji. Wow.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay, he was able to get a slow on that part. I think with that jungle spell. I'm starting to forget about the jungle spell. What is the jungle spell? I came from the Alpha universe, eh.
Retribution.
Retribution. Sorry, guys. All right. So anyway, Claude is using the retribution just to get a slowdown.
You know what? If you say the Alpha universe's jungle skill,
career over.
You're hitting two birds with one stone.
Why?
Because that's another game as well.
Yeah. That's 2 games. Yeah. Anyway, guys, look at that. Members of Sinag Pilipinas able to actually walk out of their own base just because H2O got caught on the top lane. So that's how big the contribution of this guy is for the members of NXP. Indeed, water is important.
I don't know, Shin. Probably the most important thing in the map right now is the Lord. It is the most important part of the map. I don't really think that there's any more anything that can save Sinag right now from losing this game. But if there is, but if there is, it's probably Tiki taking down H2O time and time again. Denver gets caught out. Denver here will probably get away. H2O will get sniped.
Actually curious about that one. Wow, Tiki, ladies and gentlemen, Tiki against H2O. And that's gonna be the Talia doing its job. That is another major loss for the members again of Next Play Predator Solid. You have to remember that their main damage source can only be MB, H2O as well, but that is far out. That the H2O's damage is very far compared to the other members here of Team Next Play Predator. Yukio Kazuki move forward with their truncheon coming in from Chester, tries to push back, gets greeted here with the last insanity on Yukio Kazuki. He has enough shield. No, it won't be. He is converted to 200 gold by the export.
And 200 gold he will be. Kronos here using that Zaman Force. I haven't casted a Harith game in quite some time. Zaman Force, it feels kind of foreign now. If you think about it. If you say Zaman Force, it doesn't feel natural anymore.
Doesn't feel natural anymore. I mean, you have to take note that the Harit has left the meta for quite some time. Look at the graph here. You can actually see the bulge there onto the red side, onto the members of Team Next Play Predator. That is a clear signal that the gold is now moving closer onto the equilibrium, the white line, and closer to the side of Sinag Pilipinas. Now, Next Play Predator, enough joking around. It's already almost quarter to 1 a.m. ladies and gentlemen, and we need to finish this game in a clean manner. Let's see here. Tiki tries to push forward. He tries to gamble, at least get a steal onto the Lord. Gets chased down by MB. H2 as well. It's just gonna go for the trap, and I think they will fall back. Next Play wants to finish this one clean now, in a clean manner.
They're not gonna risk anything. That is a very good decision coming up from them. They're not gonna force out anything. They're just gonna play this straightforward. Wait for the Lord, push with the Lord, and walk with the Lord.
Walk with and lead with the Lord, man.
Lead with the Lord, lead me, Lord.
Lead me, Lord. All right, let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. 8-12 for the game as the Lord is now knocking into the invisible door here in the mid lane of Team Sinag Pilipinas. Whereas the rest of the members of Next Play Predator will be pushing forward on the inhibitor turret up top as they dish out Sinag Pilipinas, that is destroy the Lord. Last insanity again for MB, gets the burst under the Cho. There's enough minion wave though, and still H2O will just go for the catback against Yuki Okuzuki. Tiki into the back line. He will be subdued by the members here of Next Play Predator. Again, that's going to be Koray destroyed as well. Only 2 members remaining for the side of the members here of Sinag Pilipinas. He does what he can. H2O still alive along with Yawi. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. In a very clean, in a very well fought game number 3, Next Play Predator beats Sinag Pilipinas.
Victory!